Hello, Michael here, and today looking at the exposition for Psalms 9, verse 16 to 20. But let's go ahead and read the whole psalm in totality. The psalm being subtitled, I Will Recount Your Wonderful Deeds, and begins, verse 1. I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing praises to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they stumble and perish before your presence. For you have maintained my just cause. You have sat on the throne, giving righteous judgment. You have rebuked the nations. You have made the wicked perish. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. The enemy came to an end in everlasting ruins. Their cities you rooted out. The very memory of them has perished. But the Lord sits enthroned forever. He has established his throne with justice. And he judges the world with righteousness. He judges the people with uprightness. The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in time of trouble. And those who know your name put their trust in you. For you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord, who sits enthroned in Zion. Tell among the peoples his deeds, for he who avenges blood is mindful of them, and he does not forget the cry of the afflicted. Be gracious to me, O Lord. See my affliction from those who hate me. O you who lift me up from the gates of death, that I may recount all your praises, that in the gates of the daughter of Zion I will rejoice in your salvation. The nations have sunk in the pit they have made, in the net that they hid. Their own feet has been caught. Verse 16. The Lord has made himself known. He has executed judgment. The wicked are snared in the work of their own hands. Higgaion, Selah. The wicked shall return to Sheol, all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten, and the hope of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Let the nations be judged before you. Put them in fear, O Lord. Let the nations know that they are but men. Selah. And so we turn to the treasury of David for the exposition. Verse 16. Jehovah is known by the judgment which he executed. His holiness and abhorrence of sin is thus displayed. A ruler who winked at evil would soon be known by all his subjects to be evil himself. And he, on the other hand, who is severely just in judgment, reveals his own nature thereby. So long as our God is God, he cannot spare the guilty, except through the one glorious way in which he is just, and yet the justifier of him that believeth in Jesus. We must notice, secondly, that the manner of his judgment is singularly wise and indisputably just. He makes the wicked become their own executioners. The heathen are sunk down in the pit they made. Like cunning hunters, they prepared a pitfall for the godly and fell into it themselves. The foot of the victim escaped their crafty snares, but the toils surrounded themselves. The cruel snare was laboriously manufactured, and it proved its efficacy by snaring its own maker. Persecutors and oppressors are often ruined by their own malicious projects. Drunkards kill themselves, prodigal beggars themselves. The contentious are involved in ruinous costs. The vicious are devoured with fierce disease. The envious eat their own hearts, and blasphemers curse their own souls. Thus men may read their sin in their punishment. They sowed the seed of sin, and the ripe fruit of damnation is the natural result. Verse 17. The justice which has punished the wicked and preserved the righteous remains the same, and therefore in days to come retribution will surely be meted out. How solemn is the 17th verse, especially in its warning to forgetters of God. The moral who are not devout, the honest who are not prayerful, the benevolent who are not believing, the amiable who are not converted. These must have their own portion with the openly wicked in the hell which is prepared for the devil and his angels. There are whole nations of such. The forgetters of God are far more numerous than the profane or profligate, and according to the very forceful expression of the Hebrew, the nethermost hell will be the place into which all of them shall be hurled headlong. Forgetfulness seems a small sin, but it brings eternal wrath upon the man who lives and dies in it. Verse 18. Mercy is as ready to her work as ever justice can be. Needy souls fear that they are forgotten. Well, if it be so, let them rejoice that they shall not always be so. Satan tells poor tremblers that their hope shall perish, but they have here the divine assurance that their expectation shall not perish forever. The Lord's people are a humbled people, afflicted, emptied, sensible of need, driven to a daily attendance of God, daily begging of Him, and living upon the hope of what is promised. Such persons may have to wait, but they shall find that they do not wait in vain. Verse 19. Prayers are the believer's weapons of war. When the battle is too hard for us, we call in our great ally, who, as it were, lies in ambush until faith gives the signal for crying out. Arise, O Lord! Although our cause be all but lost, it shall soon be won again. If the Almighty doth but bestir himself, He will not suffer man to prevail over God, but with swift judgment will confound their gloryings. In the very sight of God the wicked will be punished, and He who is now all tenderness will have no bowels of compassion for them, since they have no tears of repentance while their day of grace endured. In verse 20. One would think that men would now grow so vain as to deny themselves to be but men. But it appears to be a lesson which only a divine schoolmaster can teach to some proud spirits. Crowns leave their wearers but men. Degrees of eminent learning make their owners not more than men. Valor and conquest cannot elevate beyond the dead level of but men. And all the wealth of Croesus, the wisdom of Solon, the power of Alexander, the eloquence of Demosthenes, if added together, would leave the professor but a man. May we ever remember this, lest like those in the text, we should be put in fear. Before leaving the psalm, it will be very profitable if the student will peruse it again as the triumphal hymn of the Redeemer, as he devoutly brings the glory of his victories and lays it down at his Father's feet. Let us joy in this joy, and our joy shall be full. Trust you enjoy that cupful running over. Psalm and exposition. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.